Good morning, the honorable judges, ladies and gentlemen, and my respected opponents team. Ladies and gentlemen, in the reality of today's world, we live in the era where talent expression is something that's not so hard to do. We must be able to express it just anytime we want. We, the opposition team, believe that talent is a special skill that we use to relieve stress, not adding more stress. We, as the opposing team, agree with the definition that's been given by the affirmative team, but we completely disagree with the motion this House, as parents as of a prodigy in a non-lucrative field, would prioritize developing the child's talent in that field over steering them toward a more lucrative field. I'm AMADEA Putrajaya as the first speaker of the opposition team that will rebut the opponent's argument and deliver my argument from potential use point of view. Next, my second speaker will rebut the opponent's team argument and elaborate the argument from financial freedom point of view. And lastly, my third speaker will rebut all of the opponent's team arguments and summarize all of our team's arguments. So, ladies and gentlemen, the affirmative team said that lucrative jobs cause psychological harm to maintain the job. The stress of a lucrative job is much smaller than the psychological harm caused by financial instability in a non-lucrative job. If you have money from lucrative job, you even find it you can take therapy or go to a vacation when you're stressed. If you stuck in non-lucrative job, you even find it difficult to fulfill your daily need. And that stress is constant. Studies on the social determinants of health shows that financial security is the number one predictor of mental stability. Therefore, people in non-lucrative job have higher rate of anxiety. They also said about the right of children to choose. As parents, we are not taking away their choice. Instead, we are preparing their options. A child have not understood a passion at age 5 or 6 might become a burden at age of 30. If we only develop their niche talent, we lock them into one path. If we steer them to a lucrative career first, we give them the financial freedom to choose any hobby or lifestyle they want later in life. Data from the Strategic National Arts Alumni Project and the Brookings Institution show that between the individuals that enter non-lucrative fields, only 0.1% earn a living wage. That's why prioritizing lucrative job is the only way to ensure financial security that provide long-term happiness. Ladies and gentlemen, prioritizing a lucrative field protects the child talent from burnout and ensures that they have platform to succeed. When a prodigy chooses a non-lucrative field as their career path, their talent becomes a commodity. They are forced to use their talent for other people's needs over and over. Sometimes even they have to change their art style For example, just to please their clients. Ladies and gentlemen, I have met a person that her talent is in music aspect, even because of the extracurricular that pushes her to use that talent over and over, she already burned out. And that makes me think, how about people who do that as a job? On the other hand, by steering children to a lucrative field, we provide them some kind of creativity freedom. They still have space to express their talent, just not in a mandatory or pressuring way. They can express their talent for fun because they don't depend on it to pay rent. Take a look at an Indonesian artist, Dr. Tompi. He is a famous jazz singer, but he is also a plastic surgeon. Basically, he is a doctor, so he doesn't have the pressure to make music constantly. The money that he got from his medical career gives him money to build his own clinic and the freedom to make music whenever he wants. A famous study of entrepreneurs and creators published in the Academy of Management journal found that individuals who kept their lucrative job while pursuing their passion were 33% less likely to fail when those who quit everything than those who quit everything to follow their passion. This is because when you have a lucrative job, you aren't afraid of making a mistake. Not like people who use talent as their job. And that's my argument of why we, as the opposition team, strongly against this motion. That's all. Thank you.